Hey, how are you? There's a rumor going around the village that you're doing well. That's a good rumor. I was just wondering, isn't it about time you started thinking about getting married? Well, I personally think that's none of your business, but anyways. Well, if that's what you'd like, I want you to marry someone from the village and settle down here. In order to do that, there's one trial to complete. Are you up for the challenge? I've come all this way, better not stop now. On clear days like this, bluebirds come to the summit of Mount Moon. There's a story from long ago that says that the feather of the bluebird is proof of happiness. Oh, our legendary blue feather. It's the custom of this village to hand over that blue feather when you propose. However, you must climb a steep cliff to get to the summit. There are people who lose heart on the climb, or their lives from falling down a gigantic mountain to their death. Seems really safe. But you can do it, so go for it. Well, alright then. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Harvest Moon Magical Melody. Today is the day that we are going to be getting our blue feather. And in order to get it, you must have a level 3 house with the big bed, which you can purchase from Woody. And you must have one of the marriage candidates up to 8 hearts. As you can see, Ray is at 8 hearts. You must have 8 out of 10 hearts in order to marry somebody. And once you've met all of those requirements, you will be able to grab your blue feather. Mayor Theodore will come to your house one day and tell you all about the legend of the bluebird, and you can get the feather on any clear day at Mount Moon. Now this is going to be a bit of a mini game, and I suggest coming here with full stamina, because if you fail, it's going to take up almost all of the stamina that you have. If you haven't beaten the game yet and you don't have the ability to go and visit the goddess, then I suggest having a set of items available, such as herbs or some recipes or anything that you can cook, because when you get your blue feather, it's going to really take a lot out of you. I wouldn't say it's a waste of a day, but you have to be really prepared to go out of your way to get this feather. So we're going to give it a shot. Hopefully I will be able to do this. And Mount Moon is out at the mountain. I haven't really shown off the area yet. I haven't really cleared out the rocks in this area. But it's just in the Echo Forest on the opposite side of where the goddess pond is. And once it's available to go inside, all you need to do is go in and the mini game will begin. Alright, so here we go. This definitely takes a couple of tries, usually. The only thing that I can say is just to be extremely patient. So you press A to climb up the wall. The little red bar is your stamina bar. And the little red marks that you get are indications that there's going to be boulders that are going to fall. And every single time a boulder falls on you, you lose a little bit of that red bar. And if the red bar gets completely empty, you have to start all over again. And this is really tough because these rocks fall at a pretty steady rate, and there's also going to be wind that's going to blow. As you can see, there was wind there that's blowing me one way or the other, which makes it really hard to move. But there's these markers in the mountain, which means that you're advancing onwards. So what I would do is just wait for the rocks to fall, pay attention to what way the wind's blowing, and then just slowly climb. Because if you're in too much of a hurry, then that is when things is going to start to get really difficult. Because if you're in a hurry to climb, sometimes you're actually going to climb right into the rocks. They'll fall right on top of you. You won't really have an opportunity to avoid them if you're too high up, if you know what I mean. So this is definitely a whole lot of patience, and honestly a little bit of luck as well. But it's not a very long climb. If I can just make it without any more rocks falling. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Nixos, you can do it. Yes, we're at the top. I'm really surprised that I did that on my first try. But we did it. Nice, sunny, clear day. Only got hit by one rock. Nixos is absolutely pooped. I would be too. Her whole body's gonna hurt like hell when she wakes up tomorrow. But here is our legendary blue feather, which is going to allow us to get married. Look at that, Theodore. Congratulations, I knew you would succeed. Now give that to your true love. I'll cheer you on. Good luck. Alright, so on top of getting the blue feather, you'll also get a musical note and some confetti. So this is the bluebird note. An item that is needed to propose is the symbol of happiness, a note for the blue feather you earned. That's it. I also got another note. What's this one for? I think this is actually for completing the climb. This is the rock climber note. Fierce winds couldn't make you quit. You've reached the top of a steep cliff. A note giving praise to this honor. Alright, so that's pretty awesome. So 2 notes and a blue feather. As you can see, that took up about half of my stamina, and I hadn't done anything in the day yet. So I haven't even fed my animals or mined. I haven't done a damn thing all day. So that's why I recommended having a couple of things to help you regain some stamina when you finish. And if your stamina bar is a bit smaller, if you haven't gotten the power berries, then it's going to take up even more stamina. So chances are, if you fail one day, you'll probably only be able to attempt it twice a day at the most. But that's okay, because as soon as you get the notification from Theodore, you can come and get your blue feather at any time that you're ready. And you can play that minigame up to as many times as you need to. So I'm going to go and restore my stamina at the pond. And now that I have full stamina, I'm going to just go on with my day as usual. I'm going to make sure to drop off the blue feather at my house and keep it in a safe place so it's not taking up space in my rucksack. And I have mentioned this a couple of times, but every time I start a Harvest Moon playthrough, the first question is always, who am I going to marry? And there were a lot of people who said that I should marry Alex. There was also a lot of people who said that I should marry Basil. Lewis was also very popular. Who else? There was one more person that someone had brought up quite a few times. I think it was Carl. So there's definitely a pretty big fan base for certain candidates. And I'm definitely not against the idea of marrying Alex or Basil, but I might not be able to do it in time with when I want to finish the playthrough. So I think I'm gonna go with my original plan and marry Ray. Maybe if Basil comes back in the spring and I'm able to give him a lot of herbs, I might marry him. But I kind of plan on just having like a shotgun wedding, just kind of having the feather now and just giving it to the person that I can, and that person is Ray. And the reason I'm trying to get everybody else up to 8 hearts is so that I can record the proposals and the marriages. So if I don't marry a candidate, then I should still be posting the event. because the marriage events in these games are really, really cute. But Ray was always kind of in the back of my mind as somebody I wanted to marry. He's a very interesting character. He has a lot of character development, and you know, there was a lot of good reasons. People would say you should marry Alex for this reason, but then there was a lot of people who said you shouldn't marry Alex for this reason. So there's a lot of debate, and you guys really helped me choose who it is, or who I want to marry on my next playthrough and things like that. So definitely very, very helpful. I definitely appreciated your feedback, and we're gonna see where that goes. The last thing I want to do in this video, just before closing it out, is I want to go to the tool shop. I was going to do this in my last update, I do believe, but I couldn't because it was a Tuesday and it was closed, and I got a letter from them that said that they had expanded. And as you can see here, the place is much bigger now. You can see here that the place has almost doubled in size, just like the inn. They have a whole new row of appliances and such, which is pretty neat. And they still have a wide range of products. I don't think their products actually get any more in stock. I think it just depends on how big your house is, which is kind of neat. And they have an upstairs now. And look who it is. The two inventors inventing away. Oh, hello. I'll be helping out here from now on. Lewis is an extraordinary inventor. I'm learning a lot from him. No, not at all. I'm the one who is learning here. Oh, you're so modest and shy, Lewis. We're gonna make something fantastic soon, so look forward to it. Alright, Anne, I will. Nice to have Lewis in town. Alright, so that was the main reason I wanted to come and visit the tool shop. Once they expand, Lewis will move in as a permanent resident. He will live at the tool shop with Anne and Michael. Surprisingly enough, Lewis and Anne are not actually rivals, which blows me away because they are both so incredibly similar. And it's really a shame that I couldn't get the expansion sooner, because I really would have considered marrying Lewis because he's so adorable. And one of his favorite gifts are moonstones. So in the winter mine, I've been getting moonstones non-stop, and it's actually been pretty easy to give him gifts. I haven't been doing it the last couple of days because I've wanted to put off that cutscene. I wish I could have done that sooner because he's definitely a very, very charming little guy. But with that, I think this video is ready to come to a close. I am going to finish up my day. I'm going to prepare for the next festival that's coming up. And we're going to finish up winter very, very soon. We've got about 9 days left. So hopefully I'll be able to continue making some progress before we get onto our second year. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.